go gambling! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it!
Fatality!
With this treasure, I summon...
Round 2. Fight!
I can't stop winning!
Hi, I'm Yappuccino, and today I'll be playing Untitled Boxing Game, a game where you fist other people for money. Let's get into the video. Untitled Boxing Game is one of those games that seems simple on the outside, but extremely complicated when you get down to playing it. From the outside it just seems, ooh, health bar, don't let that get to 0, stamina bar, don't let that get to 0, and you're fine. Just fist the other person and beat them to a pulp before they do that to you. But no, there are like 7,000 random mechanics that give this game so much nuance. Okay, there are so many things in this game that if you do not know about will screw you over. So just a word of warning. On the other side though, the core gameplay loop is very simple. It's just you fight one person, you win or you lose, and then you go and fight another person, either in ranked or in regular mode, which is where you start off in. This game is very much carried by its mechanics, as without such nuanced mechanics and unique styles, this game would not be as popular as it is right now. That said though, let's get into the mechanics of this game. The basic ones at least, because I am not explaining every single core mechanic. I'm gonna try keep this part relatively brief because it's boring as shit, okay? Anyways, so, left click is M1s. M1s are fast, quick punches that don't take much stamina, come out relatively quickly and can be spammed. However, they do as much damage as a Nerf bullet to a Kevlar vest. M2s are used by pressing right click. They take way more time to charge up, way more stamina, but do way more damage if landed. Counters are when you hit the enemy when they're trying to do an M1 or an M2. By doing so, you multiply your own damage that you do to the opponent by 1.5. So let's say if you're originally going to do 5 damage to the opponent with an M1, you counter them, now you do 7.5. Correct me on the maths if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Alright, next up we have blocking. Blocking, just press F, your arms go into a shield, but any damage that your opponent does to you just goes into the shield instead. Alright, next up, dashes. Very simple, just press spacebar in the direction you want to dash. For example, if you press A in spacebar, you dash left. It's honestly not that complicated to comprehend. Additionally, if you dash right at the moment where an opponent makes an attack, you can do something called a perfect dodge. Of every mechanic in this game, this is my most and least favorite one. Feinting is when you throw out a punch and then you switch it midway with another punch. You can do this by either pressing M1 then M2 in quick succession to do an M2 feint, and vice versa with an M1. It's basically a fat middle finger to your opponent, who now has to constantly guess what the fuck you are doing. This is probably the most complex mechanic in the game because you have to psychologically enter your opponent's mind to predict what they will do. Thankfully I live in their walls, so that's not an issue. If you master this mechanic, you will become the most deadly player and will be fucking. If you don't do it, it's probably still okay. Just be prepared to get absolutely destroyed by the 600 IQ Iron Fist player. It's honestly very simple. When you deal damage or take damage, the circle bar at the bottom of your screen will fill up. If it reaches 100%, you can press Q, your fist will turn blue, and if you hit an opponent that's unblocked, then a cutscene will play and you will do massive damage. By the way, these cutscenes are really cinematic. Like, I'd say the really good ones are better than KJ's Unlimited Flexworks. There, I said it. As important as mastering the core mechanics are, your fighting style in Untitled Boxing Game basically determines how you play. The fighting styles are separated into 4 rarities: Uncommon, Rare, Mythic, and Legendary. As you can guess, the uncommon styles are simpler compared to the legendary styles. However, due to the balancing in this game being somewhat competent, uncommon styles usually have more well-rounded stats overall, rather than relying on a gimmick like higher rarity styles, making every matchup winnable to feel good enough. The way you can get another fighting style is by spinning the fighting style gacha. You can get spins by completing daily quests, limited quests, or weekly long-term quests. So, you might be asking, which fighting style is the best? Well, beloved viewer, every fighting style is equal and they're all good in their own way.
Are you sure?
All of them have noticeable strengths and weaknesses, and all encourage different playstyles. And most of all of them can be countered and played well if you yourself is a good enough player. That aside though, please, for the love of God, nerf Slugger, rework him, or remove him from the fucking game, okay? Why does he have anti-heal and can hold his M2s? It's not fair. This style is so unbalanced. I am so lonely. All the other boxers are scared of me. No one fights me. No one wants to be my friend. They think I am unstable. I walk from ring to ring, committing atrocities for money. And as I get better at it, they fear me more and more. I am a victim of my own success. Random boxer. I don't even get a real name, only a purpose. I am capable of so much more, no one sees it. Some days I feel so alone I could cry, but I don't. I never do. Because what would be the point? Not a single boxer in the entire game would care. As you get better and better at the game, you begin to realize that this game was never a boxing game. It was but a gambling game in disguise. As you get better, superior, you hone your skills and your feints, your M2 timings, you master your style, you defeat any opponent that stands in your way, you reach the top, maybe even the top rank if you're sweaty enough. And there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Because at the end of the day, if you're not boxing an Untitled Boxing Game, the only thing you can do is spin crates. There is nothing in the end game. You just spin crates until you run out of money. Then you fight more to get more money, and you do it again and again and again. Just like boxers in real life. Overall though, great game. I rate this game 5 dead rails out of 15 grower gardens.